What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, episode 30. So, picking up here in Altus Plateau, before we get on started, I would like to go ahead and jump back down over here to Deep Swordthroat Well. Reason being, I do believe it's time to at least do another attempt at the Great Jars quest so we can get the Great Jars Arsenal and, bring up our weight limit a bit. Now, granted, there's a good chance we still won't get past this just because of how high level these NPCs are. So if you have not been following along, this quest revolves around beating 3 NPCs back to back. And what sucks about this is the game typically will pull from the last 3 characters that actually beat this. So usually they're end game characters or post end game characters. People that have been to the DLC, people who have, actually beaten the game. So, and as you see, you probably should take these guys out as you come on in here. You don't want them getting involved. But yeah, usually you're fighting someone with the in-game build here, and it makes it really, really difficult. Now, you have to beat all 3 without dying at all. You cannot die, or you have to restart. So obviously, you can restart, right? You can restart. It's not like if you die, you lose the quest, but you're going to have to do it over and over and over until you could actually get past these guys. So it is a little shitty. It's definitely a bit shitty, but it is what it is. See, I'm about falling up. You should look at that fucking Moonbell spammer. And one hit from him, we're like dead. Spam Ashes of War on you too, asshole. We just needed one more hit. Thank you. 2 more. So that's our first. Doing a little bit better this time. But as you see, one of his Ash of Wars is clearing 70% of our health. So it's it could be really, really ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's kind of shitty, but we'll get past it. Whether it be now or after we go for our main weapon. I'd love to see how they're going to deal with that. What the fuck was that? Warfrost Stomp. This is the other thing, man. You might get past, 1 or 2 of them, and then the other one catches you. I swear I thought he was about to heal for a second. Just spamming shit. Thank you. So there's 2. We might actually be able to pull this off this time. Only 2 heals, so that's, not gonna be good. Not gonna be good at all. But let's try this out. Hope for the best here. Where you at, buddy? Good God, another Moonville spammer. Jesus. We will probably not get past this. Yep, see, we beat 2 and then couldn't get past the 3rd because it just spamming fucking Moonbell. So, that does 80% of your health. It is. It's oh boy. Let's just call it trying. It is very fucking trying, right? So We'll give it one more attempt. If not, when we get our main weapon, we'll come back with a plus 10 bleed weapon that does explosions of blood flame and see how they deal with that. I don't think they're going to deal with it well. But at least we're going to give it one more go. I mean, last time we were hardly getting past one guy, if we even could. This time, first attempt will be 2 in a row, so. God, he's annoying as fuck, isn't he? And that's the other thing, having to do this every single time. Thank you. Then you already lose the heal right off the bat. Alright. We're doing pretty good though. It's just the damn Moonveil shit. And for their weapon to be doing that much damage off our health, I don't know. They're probably, they're probably over level 150 at least. He's wearing a blood loss mask, and it's all fucking blood loss enemies. Every single one of them. Every fucking one. Blood loss, blood loss, blood loss. Spam Asher War, spam Asher War, spam Asher War. Oh, great. Usually whoever has Blood Flame Blade. Who is this dude? Just a mimic of us? Usually whoever has Blood Flame Blade does a shit ton of damage. If we get caught with our Asher War, we're probably fucked. Yeah, he's like a fucking, he's using all the shit we're using. Which, this stuff's dangerous. And this is probably another blood loss enemy. Wearing the Okina mask, I'm thinking he's probably got a katana. No, another fucking bloodhound thing. We can do that every time leading in. That would help. But look at that. That's a backstab with a critical, and we've hardly even touched him. Good God. Is that a light attack doing that? Yeah, that ain't gonna help you, buddy. Alright, so as long as we don't have a Moonveil spammer, we actually may be okay. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Yes! And we did it. So now we get one of the better toughs of the game for sure. This is one I never take off. Like, even the DLC, I'll wear this. Just because it's so beneficial. With that, we could probably actually have on a whole armor set. Because in between episodes, I did put on, full armor set here. It's Blive's, not my favorite set, but it's a nice looking set, Now from there, we're going to go back to the Erdtree Gazing Hill and start working our way to the Volcano Manor. Now, there's actually quite a bit to do on the way, and halfway up, we are going to have to actually kind of stop and do Selim's questline. That's going to take a good portion of one whole episode, so it's going to get Millicent's dialogue. We'll be doing her quest in about 1 or 2 episodes. Well, the next step in her quest.
I should like to. I think she's in the lands.
So she wants a sword arm, and we're going to get her one over in the Shaded Castle. But as I said, so pretty much this is the Shaded Castle right here. But, we have to work our way around this mountain, kind of doing a circle and going up, clearing the Volcano Manor. And after we do that, then we'll like do this middle section. So it's pretty much just a tunnel, NPC invasion, and then the Shaded Castle. Then we'll get into Altus. So first and foremost, let's go on up here and deal with Mr. Tibia Mariner. This is obviously going to pick up with the ranks quest a little bit further, you know, turn in more death roots. Usually, when you start, you guys know, you know, he's gonna jump around. Usually he'll go back here. I've even seen him get up on this hill before. I think it's more rare. He's gonna summon up big ass skeletons this time. But you notice, like, he's already almost dead. Oh, no. I actually really prefer when he does that move. Because he usually takes his own guys out, but he's dead, you know. So are we. Ooh, naked time. Goodbye, Tibia Mariner. He'll take these guys with him. Usually, oh no, yeah. Altus doesn't do that. He takes the big guys with him this time. So that's the summons, Tibia summons. It's actually going to be a spell, not your typical summons. And it comes out for one attack. It's pretty much the Ash of War from the Raw attacks. Gonna go around and clear this area. The only thing there really is a room 3, some crafting, maybe a consumable or two. As I mentioned before, I don't really write this stuff down, you know, every little consumable. It's typically like talismans and armors and weapons. And we've covered this, but if it's a good rune, I'll write it down or something like that. It's just, I wouldn't get, you know, I would never get enough episodes done if I was doing that. It would, already have to go through and prep for episodes and, you know, take notes. But writing down everything, so sometimes I'll just say, oh yeah, we could, you know, get a pickup over here. We could pick up some stuff. So when I say that, just know it's probably nothing too crazy. You know, it's nothing too good. But, any Hoosiers, after that, let's go on up. How many death roots do we have? A turn and 1. Okay, so we have been staying on top of it. Usually I'll let them pile up a bit. Alright, so as you go up, kind of looks like this is the main way, like where the steps would be, but the steps are actually off to the right this time. And you are going to need a stone sword key. And what it's going to do this time is get us a talisman. Then we can go hit this catacomb, which is going to lead us to another bell bearing for glowworts. It'll be your grave glowworts, so the next bell bearing for that. And also some other, you know, some other stuff too. So when we do come in here, there's going to be 3 skeletons. To my knowledge, it's like one of the mage ones. So he's like spamming death sorceries. And then I'm pretty sure it's like 2 of the regular ones, either swords or spears. I'm going to hit my Mountain Dew. I'm good to go. Alrighty. If you can get this shield, it's actually a really nice shield. The guard boot, I mean, it's not really nice with stats. I like medium shields that have a good shape to them. You know, like ours is okay. We've used it since the beginning. It's just kind of a weird shape. There aren't any, like, what I mean by shape is like this. If we had the intelligence, I'd use this. You know, it's a good medium shield, good shape, like perfect size. You know, and that one's kind of close to that. It's similar to this, but it's not as big. You know, because that would be another choice. But it's so big for a medium shield. And the gold one's nice, but you know, there's not the best shields in the base game. as far as just like a solid ass medium shield, like there's some decent choices, you know, but nothing's like too solid. You know what I mean? So I'll typically go with that one, or if these guys drop it, I'll use that. This one's just good stat wise. It's amazing stat wise. You know, it's not a bad shape to it. It's just kind of short and wide. There you go, Pearl Drake Talisman +1. So the Pearl Drake Talisman, when we get time to go back to the 4 Belfries, we do need to get it. They are going to boost physical damage negation, or boost damage negation to non-physical. To all holy, all magic, all lightning, all fire. So, you know, those can be quite helpful. And we'll actually get the +2 all the way at the end of the game. So that's going to be the best one for non-physical for quite some time. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our rest on. And then we're going to go on down. Lantern might be overkill, but I like to have it on. Because it is a little dark in here. Yeah, this is going to be a lightning one. And I always forget that trap. As much as I get hit with it, you figure I'd, you know, recognize it by now. So there should be a little drop off, but don't have much this time. Just a little word. So we're gonna have guys throwing electric pots, the imps. So you want to kind of, you know, you don't want to get hit by this thing, but these can put on some damage to both of them doing it. Alright, we're gonna get them down. There's no ledge this time. Like, you guys remember last time we were in a catacomb like this, we kind of rode the blade up. To get to a higher area, but we don't have that here. Put your shield up when you walk in this room, or just be prepared for it, really. Ogre Bloom. You're gonna see a cell down here across. There's no way to get to that until you're at the end of this place, working your way back. So this is pretty cool too. If you can take it's fun. So if you can get these guys and get them to follow you. And just run, hit this trap, watch this shit. Isn't that cool though? I always like doing it. I don't know why. But it just like, you know, really runs through a lot of them. I love using blood loss and fire on these guys. It kind of makes them explode. Nope, still not dropping any stones yet. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to get to that on the way back. So there's nothing we can do with it now. Then we have this guy, this tough guy here. He's actually kind of a letdown. Yeah, no point. You think you're in it, you know, you're about to get into a fight, and then you're just not. It's just kind of a bitch, bro. Kind of a bitch. Alright, so we're gonna go on up. We're probably already halfway through this place. And if you notice too, guys, we're already up to almost 50,000 runes again. So as, you know, we are getting almost close to, hold up your shield here. You know, we're getting close to 100,000 level. You're probably like, damn, you know, you're probably like, hell, these are probably going to be close to my stats for the rest of the game with, you know, how many, runes it's taking to get one level. But you'll notice your levels are going to probably come just as fast, if not faster sometimes, with being 100,000 or more, because enemies are worth a lot more, and it's wild. Like, every time you look, you're 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, so you'll start getting levels fast, whether you're up or, you know, high level or not. So I had that concern in my first playthrough. I was like, damn, I don't have my damage stats high enough, and I don't know if we're gonna get many more levels because there's so much, but it don't really matter. Just take that platform across. Watch out for that Royal Knight resolve. And there is a level for a boss door. Yes, I do realize that was overkill, but it's still fun to do. Alright, so you're gonna pull that. But before we get to the boss, and this is just another one of those big stone cats. He's gonna do lightning this time, though. But before we actually get to the boss room, what we're gonna want to do, you can go up and take that guy out if you want. But just kind of trigger that so you can get underneath it, similar to that catacomb at Weeping Peninsula. And this is how you get to the other side of that cell. So it's not, you know, a lever or a key or anything like that. It's just finding a way to access it through the trap. These guys are worth 200 now. You remember at the start of the game they were worth like 33? But I think there's 2 crabs here. But they're not, you know, they're just crabs. If you've ever played Dark Souls 3, crabs can be pretty tough. They really can. They're really formidable. They always seem to have a bunch of health, even in the later areas of the game. They're a huge pain in the ass. But here I will say they're just not that bad. You know what I mean? Because if you start attacking them as they're coming up, they're pretty much dead before they can even get to you. Alright, so now we are good to go with every single thing wrapped up that could possibly be wrapped up. Only 1 stone sword key. We're probably gonna go try to buy a few. That did get us the lightning scorpion charm, so it's gonna boost lightning damage, but also make you take increased damage. I do like those. I don't know, all the ones that say that, like, oh, they're gonna make you take increased damage, it never seems to be too noticeable. Not to me. I don't think it's that much. But maybe we're not really doing much more damage either. I don't know. So as I stated, another stone cat. We do need to go through our spells again. I have not even put on Flame Grant Me Strength, and we've had it for a while. We've had it for almost 10 hours. And it definitely was part of my idea for our build. I don't rely on buffs too much, but it does do a lot for us, so. And there's no sense of guiding you guys here. We've already fought like 5 of these. They might be different variants, but it's always the same at the end of the day. It's always the same. So Glowport, Picker Spell Bearing 1. And we'll just take this to the front. Now we did previously grab this side of Grace before, but in case anyone doesn't have it because they weren't following along, I figure we'll just kind of pick up from here. That way, you know, everyone knows where to find it. So this is going to actually take us around to the cave where we got our armor set. Now we've already, you know, and that talisman, Rot's Exaltation or whatever the hell it was. Kindred of Rot's Exaltation. So we've already done that. So we could just kind of ride straight past that, just picking up the stuff along the way. And then getting on over to our fort we're going to do. So we're going to have a fort, a magma worm, and we should at least be getting up to Selen's Quest. If we can get Selen's Quest in this episode, we'll probably do it. Yeah, we might actually be able to. Okay. That would be nice. Because then we could just kind of pick up their Hero's Grave, couple fights, and then we're at Volcano Manor. So the Hero's Graves here, Mount Gelmir, Altus Plateau, it's funny because we've only done one hero's grave, and that was in Limgrave. We've also done Caelid, we've also done Liurnia, and we've only done one in 3 regions. However, you get to hear there's one hero's grave in Mount Gelmir, then there's 2 heroes' graves in Altus Plateau. So that's more than we've seen the whole game, all in one area pretty much. And one does have a legendary summon, so it's like, you know, you gotta do it. And they are pretty cool. And they're all different from the first one we did. The first one was a big chariot. Some have chariots, some have different trap mechanics. They're, you know, pretty neat actually, if you ask me, in my opinion. Like the one with the lights, you don't even know what I mean yet. So, but it's really cool. Altus is a fun zone. I really like it, especially your first time. It's quite cool. We're at 72, not even that far off. Except 45. That's into arcane yet. I wonder how high and what we should work on. We gotta get back into this. What I'll typically do, guys, typically what I would do is I would probably get this up to 40 and then get this up to 40, and then bring them both back down to 30. It should be 30 and 30. And people might be like, damn, only 30 on damage? Yeah, but guess what? What I'll do is I'll go respec, but I won't change my build, right? I'll respec and I'll bring, you know, if I was 40-40, I would bring that down to 30, that down to 30, and that gives them 20 points, right? Or I can go add 10 to health and be done with health for the entirety of the game. 5 to mind, 5 to endurance, and be done with those for the entirety of the game. Then the rest of the game, I'm back in here and don't have to touch shit else. Because right now it's like we want more damage, and then we want more health, we want more mind, we want more endurance. So we're focusing on all these stats instead. So the fact that we do have 15 levels, what can we do? We can get done with health, and we can get done with endurance, right? Or get done with mind. I'm thinking about that. Or should we wait and just till we get our 5 more levels? Yeah, I guess we'll wait until we get 4 more levels and we'll respec. And, you know, it might seem like it sucks to be down 30, but I promise you it's not so bad. So Arcane's gonna go back down 30 anyways. We'll just wait. As soon as we hit 50, we'll go respec. It's gonna be nice. We'll be able to take off our talisman. But the problem with it is our weapon, the suggested weapon for the build, it needs 14 strength. You need 16 for this. So if I was to take this off, I don't reach the requirement for that. I don't reach the requirement for that. You know what I mean? Which kind of sucks. But we want to get this talisman off. So, you know, when we go for our main weapon, all we really got to do is switch shields and put 1 point in our strength. Then we won't need that damn talisman anymore. You know what I mean? But for now, it's nothing really, you know, that we could do, unfortunately. So this is going to be like a fire monk fort for the most part. You're going to fight your first prelate. Yeah, this one here is really annoying to get to. As you see, you just can't get to the motherfucker. Anytime you get close, he's going up a hill so you can't get that critical or... You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Alright. So, from there, we're going to kind of go in this right corner back over here. And you're going to see the jellyfish, which is, as always, you know, an indicator that something's there that, you know, we're going to want to see. So, it's actually just going to be a stone sword key, but we're down to 1, so we do want to make sure we have all this stuff. Not to mention, it's a walkthrough, I'm getting everything we can get anyways. If I miss a consumable or Rune 3 somewhere, I mean, who cares? But as far as stuff we're going to use, and I try to get all that stuff anyways, you know, and we're not going to miss anything big. Because you'd have to be a complete asshole to really think and tell people you will for sure get 100% of everything. You see 100% of the walkthrough, what that's referring to. It's all weapons, armors, talismans, you know, all the important stuff. But yeah, it's straight up impossible in an open world game of this nature to guarantee you're gonna get, you know, get it all. But what we need to do is get all the main items and do the best job possible to at least give an attempt to get everything. You know what I mean? So if I do forget something like a magic grease or something like that, I'm sorry. You know, I'm doing my best. And sometimes it might just not be worth it. You know, if I'm like, all right. In Raya Lucaria, we took the rooftop route, and we would have had to run through the whole route again to drop down there and get a magic grease. So I told you guys about it, and we ignored it. Because, like I said, sometimes it just don't make sense. So this guy is going to shoot a bunch of fireballs, and he can throw fireballs, and he can ram at you with his hammer too, and do fire there as well. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure you can farm his armor. If not here, when we get to Mountaintops of the Giants, those guys are going to be pretty... You'll see a few of them, I'll put it that way. They also have like these blood-loss whips you can get. Really cool. Yeah, you can farm that armor set, the prelate set. And that hammer is actually not a fire hammer. It's freaking glowing red. You take, and the Ash of War does fire. It's a prelate's charge. You need 45 strength to wield it. Really nice colossal weapon. And the best part about it is you upgrade it with regular smithing stones. So you can make it a fire hammer. You can make it a frostbite hammer. You can make it a poison hammer. Whatever the hell you want to do. So it is a really nice strength weapon. Probably one of the better ones as far as basic weapons go. I couldn't obviously compare stats because I've never done a straight up strength build, but anyways, so we're going to go on where you came up the stairs. You pretty much just walk straight and to the left. There's going to be a little wall with the ghost over the other side. This is going to get you the fire scorpion charm. So when we do get our build put together, like fully, it's going to be nice because, you know, our Ash of War does fire damage. It's your first playthrough, and you are going on with the recommended build. Pretty much the main weapon we're getting for our build is similar to this. It's a, you know, great sword, a great curved sword, same moveset, same charge attacks and everything else. But the Ash of War is different. So instead of, you know, doing this, what it's going to do is it's going to like run at the enemy and do a huge swipe. And it's going to have 3 explosions of blood flame. And then you can tap it again and he'll do a whole another 360 spin with 3 more explosions of blood flame. And it literally just melts everything. That's why, you know, I am suggesting it. Now, the AR isn't as high as something like Darkmoon Greatsword or Blasphemous Blade, but having that blood flame and the Ash of War, it hits like absolute truck because you're getting off the explosions, which does melt enemy health, and then also procs blood loss. So it's just, you know, for what it is, it's probably one of the more fun weapons in the game too. Yeah, it's really powerful, but you know, you are getting fire damage only on the Ash of War, but still. I'm not big on using Ashes of War all the time. I'd rather depend on just skill, but when it comes to that weapon, it's so much fun. I catch myself using it a lot more than, you know, a usual weapon. But we are about done with this place, guys. Just gotta put him down. Then we're gonna go fight Mr. Magma Worm. And there are some guys over here in the left corner. Yeah, they're there. Left corner. Soldiers were kind of fighting these fire mages, so it's not guaranteed that they're going to be laying there dead. They could still be fighting each other. Brass shield was obviously you know, chance drop. Alright, so this Magma Worm is a pain in the ass. I want to let you guys know now. If I told you, remember I said you get a lot of runes here. Look, we're back up to 20,000. As I said, don't worry about them high levels. They're going to come probably faster than you've been used to. But this Magma Worm sucks. There's a Stake America here. Fire damage does nothing, but blood loss does. So I'm going to try to use this to our advantage. As always, the hitboxes are complete and utter bullshit with this fight. And you would be better off, if you have to stand in the magma, stand over here in this lake of magma. Don't stand in his. That's, oh, that ain't my shield. That's gonna get you fucked. Keep in mind, we do have our summons. Maybe he'll take some of the attention off of you. Ugh. Stagger. Yeah, when you play this game long enough, you gotta know when it's coming. Damn! That was way more damage than I thought we would get. If you're using Blasphemous Sword, Blasphemous Blade, if you're using that, the Ash of War will do 0 damage. Like, you went on your own to go get it early. That's a one shot. You're close enough. Sometimes being locked on will put you in a bad situation with him. When he's standing up, at least. Staggered. Alright. Yeah, I used to hate this fight. It's actually a lot of fun now. Yeah, it's pretty much rinse repeat, you know. If you can get, I think it's either 3 or 4, it might depend on your weapon. Usually 3 charged heavies will put him down. Oh, he's just doing the buff. Yeah, usually about 3 charged heavies will open him up for that, you know, critical attack. Get you another dragon heart. As you see, he wasn't a trophy. I think the only one that was a trophy is, I think maybe the one at the end of the game, and Magmore Makar. So this is where Alexander's quest picks up. You pretty much just talk to him here. You'll be able to summon him for the Fire Giant and Mountaintops of the Giants, which isn't mandatory, but just that's the only other spot you'd see him before Farum Azula, where his quest ends. This guy gets a pretty weird little helm.
I've been making take it.
There you go, there's Jar Helm. It's going to increase the damage of throwing pot items.
But, I won't be able to perhaps I'll head eastward. There's above the loft.
Alrighty then. So, you can double check. I know that's it though, but still. Alrighty. Trying to move on forward, we're going to have to use a room bear to break a statue to get some 3 smithing 6s. Oh yeah, those pots there will fucking obliterate your health. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, these demi-humans here suck. But we're just gonna take these guys out, hit a graveyard, get some runes. Then after that, we're gonna have to use a room bear to break a statue and just get to a demi-human camp, and that's probably where we're gonna wrap up. Well, we got 20 minutes, yeah. We'll see if we can get in Sellen's quest line. We're actually gonna get the quest item for Box quest line 2 up here. One of those Prowling Paint masks. Alright, so this is the statue we're gonna need a room bear for. These guys are really ignorant. I mean, you just want them gone. They're obnoxious, I mean, you just want them gone. It's gonna trigger him. Run like hell. And hopefully he'll come over towards the statue. Sometimes he back, like, you know, he'll give up chase. Trying to get his attention here. The Swarm of Flyers has some range, does it not? It's actually a really good spell. It's nothing that I like that much, but I know a lot of other people like it. But actually using it on this build, I could see why people like it. It's crazy range. It does like no damage, but it gets blood loss off, which does a lot. Thank you, sir. You know, this is easy room bear fight. They usually are. They're not too bad. So So there's your Smith and Sixes. The items in the air. See if I can use this to my advantage. It worked. Now, we can go on up top, these little huts, and get rolling magma. It's going to be a spell. A roiling magma, sorry. And we already got magma shot from doing Volcano Mare quest line, so if you're into the the magma sorceries, there's some good, decent choices. I think there's only 2 that I know of, which I got both. I will say they're very, very damaging. Very damaging. Magma shot, it's just like a, fire version of Glintstone Pebble, very basic projectile. However, it makes a puddle on the ground, enemy sits in it, and they're just getting fucking obliterated. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Wish they made a version for like an incantation, but it's alright. Alright, go over here. Get your pulley crossbow. Or pulley arrow. Yeah, it's a crossbow. We get the pulley arrow over there. Pulley bow over there. Alright, so from here, there's going to be a crazy wigged out abductor version abductor. It's like broken, it just goes ham. Where is it? I thought it was, maybe it's further up. I thought it was here though. There he is, yeah. So you're going to notice this thing's broken. And it's going to just wig it out. Hey, how the fuck are you getting to it? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. it's good fun. Yeah, it wigs out. You guys haven't seen the half of it. That's another thing it's gonna do. It's just like roll in circles. It usually will like flatten all those dudes, which is pretty nice and helpful, but so I'm getting my souls for anything else. And you don't have to fight them. Look how much damage we're doing, even with a shut. Yeah, look at that. He's broke as fuck. He's killing everything for us. It's really nice. Damn you. He just destroys everything here. I don't think this one opens up. He just goes crazy. Literally just goes crazy like a freaking maniac. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of demi-humans up here. And then after that, we're going to have a boss fight with that Queen Demi-Human Maggie from like Weeping Peninsula that got the Demi-Human Queen staff and that spell at the start of the game. This one's got a bit more health. Her spell's going to do a lot more damage. But all in all, like, the health she has is not much at all. Not to us at our level. But what sucks is, while you're trying to fight her, and, her spells do hit hard, like I said. There's like fucking 4 mages and 10 demi-humans, so as you go through, you're really going to want to make sure every single thing here is dead. There's so much going on in the fight that you just going to get killed really quick, at the end of the day. There you go. Gyarados' Glintstone Crown can have even more effect, just like the other crowns. They keep stuffing. We should have a mage right there. Usually here I'll have Erdtree Great Shields by now. And you see it's just melting you down, or melting your health. But yeah, if you have Erdtree Great Shield and they do that shit, it just fires back that holy beam and just that holy beam of fuck you, So if you were to head up to the capital, this is big. The other build I would suggest is Faith Strength, like I said at the start. If you just took the Grand Left of deck, just took the main road, this bridge, obviously there's a door that leads out to the capital. Well, there's 2 tree sentinels guard this door. If you take them out, you get the Tree Great Shield, phenomenal shield. It's a great shield for 12 faith, 30 strength requirement. If enemies hit it, they attack and you're blocking, you pretty much like stagger them just from them, stagger them back for a second just from swinging a sword at you. It just bounces right off. But anyone that uses magic against you is gonna deeply fucking regret it, because you can shoot back a beam at them just like the tree sentinels do to you if you use magic on them, and it just fucking obliterates things when it's upgraded. It's crazy, crazy good. Like getting here, that shield's helpful. I can just use that shield, not swing my weapon once, and take out everything here that has spells. So, like I said, it's quite good. Then we did get our Proud of Them Pate, so you're beautiful. We need that for box quests. Alrighty. So if we go behind this hut over here, we're not even gonna fight them yet. Don't even do this yet, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna haul ass right behind Demi-Human Queen Mag inside of Grace. So to save us a run back, it's probably the safer bet. Alrighty. Like I said, the worst part about this fight is these fucking mages. Demi-humans. So I'm gonna try to just go back for her here in a second, but she could easily kill us because of, just focusing on other shit and getting hit by her spells, right? So just like before, that spread shot is gonna fucking, it hits really hard, has one-shot potential. But her health isn't too bad. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not too hard to die here. It's not even a hard fight. There's just so much other shit going on. And she is fucking hideous. Oh, I shouldn't have used that, damn it. Where is it? Should be Sorcerer, Primeval Sorcerer Azure. And this is the NPC that's actually going to start Selen's questline, so. You'll probably know, we're just going to wrap up early. This is actually where I had us ending on my notes. I just thought we're making good enough time to do Selen's quest, but that's going to just be next episode. And it's going to be the majority of next episode, unfortunately. There's a lot to do. There's a cave to do, and all sorts of shit. Try to wear her health down. Yeah, these fucking mages, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna piss you off. I mean, it's just the spamming. It just does not stop, bro. It doesn't stop. It's fucking so very rage worthy. I've raged through so many times. Justified, as far as I'm concerned. It's fucking justified. But try to roll through this shit. I mean, Maggie is dead. The thing is, we just could not get to her. We could not fucking get to her, So it is obviously really fucking annoying. But it's still very possible. It's just, in my opinion, there's just too much going on. But I guess they're trying to, it's like, oh, the fight's not hard. It's an easy boss fight. So let's make it harder by throwing 10,000 other enemies there instead of just making the boss harder. Okay, that makes sense. It's one of those situations. So with her out, you get your other memory stone. Now, I don't even want to do anything with this yet because, it's involved in the next episode. If people aren't following along, they're going to miss steps and this, that, and the other. So we're just going to go and wrap up here. So next episode will be Selen's questline. We're going to start by talking to Azure here. Then we're gonna go back, talk to Stellan, which is gonna send us to a cave in Caelid, then down to Weeping, then up to Ronnie's Rise, then over here to the Raya Lucari Academy. Then it's going to send us back to the cave and then back to Azure. Then we can move on. So, like I said, it's going to take up a really sizely portion of the next episode. But I will title the episode, Stellan's Questline so everyone can find it easily enough. Then after that, we're going to probably go ahead and take out the next hero's grave. And then we're pretty much damn near, we're pretty freaking close to Volcano Manor. So next episode will probably be getting us up to Volcano Manor. The following episode will be Volcano Manor. And then after that, we'll be heading on over to the Shaded Castle. So we are going to wrap up here. You guys stay tuned, and we'll see you next episode to wrap up Stellan's Questline.